Hi, I'm Dennis Hansen, and this is my Chevy C1500. Okay, so when I put my scanner on the truck, and I hadn't really cleared the codes out since I got the truck, and there was some old codes in there, one for misfire, several others for little sensors here and there that I've since replaced. So what I did, I cleared all those out and drove the truck a little bit, and I did have one code come back. Alright, so the one code that came back is the P1406. So I did do a little checking on Google, and for GM products, it turns out that that is a sign of a bad EGR valve. So that's what we're going to do today, put in a new EGR valve. Pretty simple project. Won't take a lot of time. To find the EGR valve, you just have to look. On my truck, this is a 96 with the 4.3. It's right under the upper radiator hose, and it's part of the lower intake manifold. A little bit hard to see from this angle, but the first thing you want to do, pull this little tab back, and this little electrical connection comes right out. Okay, so one of the bolts is buried over here. You can see there's two extensions to get to that one. Okay, the other one's on the upper right-hand side. You're still using two extensions to get to that one. Just got to move the wiring harnesses out of the way a little bit. Kind of got to move these harnesses out of the way a little bit. Everything feels like it's detached. Still hanging up. Free. Put these bolts to the side. You can see this one's seen better days. It's probably the original. See in there, the old gasket's still there. Just gotta pop that out. Okay, so here's the old gasket. It's almost like a composite material, and didn't come off all that clean, so I'm going to have to get in there and clean it up. Okay, so the best way I've found to get that surface cleaned up is use a razor blade. Just take your time, patiently go around the whole thing, and make sure those mating surfaces are nice and cleaned up, ready for the new gasket. So I've got the new valve, new gasket, ready for install. Okay, on this gasket it's got a little recessed rim. I want to make sure that's facing inside towards the manifold. Put the valve there, and I'm going to put that top bolt through. And fish that through, I hope. Okay, so with a little bit of finagling, was able to get the valve in there with the gasket the right way and get the 2 bolts started. Little trick I did, I installed the thing with the upper right hand bolt sticking through, got those, and then I spun it around where I could get the lower bolt in, and to keep the lower bolt in that 10mm socket, I put a little blue tape around the top of it just so it wouldn't fall out. The last thing I wanted to happen was that bolt to fall out. Okay, so I got them both snugged down, and then I just give it another maybe a quarter of a turn. Make sure I'm not spinning on. Okay. Last thing to do, plug it in. Make sure it clicks. Okay, so the new valve's in, right here. The old one, I believe it's original, and this truck's got 176,000 miles, so it was due for a swap out. So we'll take it for a ride, see how she goes. Okay, so I'm going to erase the old trouble code. Done. Okay, so I'm back. Took about a 10-mile ride, a little mixed driving, residential, and got out on A1A and bump it up to like 55. So, anyways, I'm going to check the computer, see if we have any new codes. Looking. No codes found. So that's really good. So, kind of getting it whittled down, all the big things. Motor seems solid. I am going to do a little, pull all the plugs, do a compression test, and I also have new distributor, new spark plug wires, new spark plugs, of course. So, looking forward to getting into that stuff. Truck runs great. Actually seems to run a little smoother now, and happy about that. It runs good. I don't want to get into this thing where I'm fixing stuff that's not broke. So I kind of take it one thing at a time. I hope that helps somebody out. Thanks for watching.